if Anami and Lucian are able to keep themselves alive, then sure, they could definitely do something in these team fights. But I think it is so much easier to execute a team fight if you are on the side of La Mafia.
Getting some early pings here from La Mafia side. Probably looking for the invade top side. But yeah, let's see how Receipt for Disaster are gonna respond to it.
What about you two, though, guys? Who have you got down as the winner?
I think the Mafia are just gonna win. I got no reason. I just think they're gonna win.
Oh,
Oh, hey,
Hakes
yeah.
could be in trouble. Don Simeone, Hakes going to dash over the wall, so he will not have actually been spotted.
But this is good for La Mafia in the way because they can try splitting the map. They should split the map so then Hakes has to play weak side. If you can force him to play weak side, then the side of R4D they just can't help him. Like he doesn't need help straight away. He can play safe. But if you're just if you just freeze the wave and sit him under like far away from the wave, you're just turning his timer right down.
Yeah, no, most
Yeah,
definitely.
I feel like the draft again is not the really best one for Receipt for Disaster. Really don't see where this Nocturne
However,
is gonna be that useful with the tankier targets of La Mafia.
we have seen Recipe for Disaster take these more questionable drafts. I'm going to use the phrasing "more questionable" because if they're successful, can you really call them questionable? And we have seen them win with some of these more questionable drafts in earlier games this season.
Oh, bad miss a minion. Game mid lane's over.
Mid lane is now lost. Exactly.
D4 tick just won.
Both mid laners missed a minion,
Oh,
Oh,
then it's back to even again.
and there's one
oh,
more
bets ahead,
missed.
bets ahead.
Game over.
Junglers both starting on their blue buffs could see a cheeky little bot side invade here from Ozanox. Either that or it's just going to be an early level 2 bot gang onto Don Simeone and Don Gomez. But no, it's going to be the red buff invade.
Interesting.
Stunned up.
Yeah, I feel like
The
this
LeBlanc has to
Nocturne pick,
force out.
Nocturne probably would win that 1v1.
Luke, I don't think Luke Caron has no idea about this as well, which is going to be huge for Nocturne. If Oz can get that and he just gets that, doesn't play greedy and gets out, comes for a bot lane gank, they are going to meet.
Wait, is he waiting for the Zinzao? Can we pan the camera onto?
No, he was taking
He's
it.
only,
Okay.
but he's looking for the gank bot lane now. But Winterstars is
Mafia
only
here.
now getting the level 2, so.
La Mafia here, priority in the mid lane, priority in the top lane, and it's only really the bottom lane that has anything doing here for Recipe for Disaster, and it's going to be a gank now. Ozanok's going to spell shield away the hook, but there's not going to be enough time for the damage to come through.
No ignite, so won't get the kill.
To about 100 HP, and the fight's going to continue as Caruana jumping on to Oz. The knockup's going to come through. Wind becomes lightning, and Ozanox falls for first blood. Zinzao reclaiming his red buff. Bubble does land onto Don Simeone now, and Yuna and Winter's going to look to extend the fight, but it's not going to be going in the right way for them. Exhausts and ignites all thrown down. Yuna falls to Don Simeone. Don Caruana going to go on Winters. The grasp not quite going to connect, but it's 2 for 0 in the bot lane, and I know the joke has already been made hundreds of times this season, but that really was a recipe for disaster.
Oh, get out.
Yeah, not really. No ignite there from Receipt for Disaster side, so.
What?
Bit questionable.
Hakes and Don Cunningham going at it in the top lane. The Fiora losing out on the trade, going back into Proc the Vital.
Close.
Just going to fall down to Don Cunningham. The flash away to keep the Urgot safe. And now D2 Fortic getting jumped on and just blown up by Don Caruana. And we spoke about what would happen if La Mafia got a lead.
What?
And oh boy.
Dexin's up to your 1 now.
Oh, what did I just witness? I see the camera pans to mid lane and Don Costa. Yeah, LeBlanc's flashing in place, igniting, and then Don Costa's like, "Yeah, later, I'm good. I don't need to flash." And he goes to top lane, and Hakes and Don Cunningham are just like It's just like hitting each other, and then it's just a mess. And then I don't know what D4 Tick is doing. He goes back into the river, and then he's just like, this Xin Zhao's coming. I'm LeBlanc with mobility. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna stand here. Like, that's
that comes from D2 Fortic overestimating his damage.
yeah, I think you should realize that it's in Jao. Oh god, that's nice.
Oh, D240
Oh,
jumped on
bad.
again.
Oh,
Don
bad.
Kosu, the Conqueror, is fully stacked, and that is a very dead LeBlanc. The fight in the bot lane as well. Now Yuna gonna get caught up, stunned up, knocked up.
No,
Don
Gomez.
Caruana, can he trade back? No. Just a 1-for-0 in the bot lane. Don Gomez escaping on a sliver.
Oh my. That solo kill mid was very clean.
Yeah, Don Kosu definitely managing to navigate the matchup well.
I mean, T4 isn't really doing anything.
No.
Do we know if he's leveled up W? Because I haven't seen him use it.
I am honestly not sure. But even that one lane of pressure that Recipe for Disaster had in that bot lane now is no longer a lane of pressure. It's 2,500 gold at 5 minutes, 1 dragon to 0, and Hakes is just going to die again here to Don Cunningham. This is an absolute bloodbath.
Yep. So the Fiora pick has decided to not work.
Yeah, I mean, it's an absolute bloodbath, like we were just saying, but all of the blood is being spilled by the Recipe for Disaster
So,
members.
are we saying a perfect game for the Mafia?
I mean, with how the first 6.5 minutes have gone so far, I would not bet against it.
So I would like to propose, to say that the requirement for
You'd like to propose to me, Eris?
fuck
Oh my
off.
God.
The requirements for a super perfect game means you have to get all 15
All
turret
15
plates.
plates, both Rift Heralds, all
Yeah.
dragons, all barons, no deaths.
Yeah.
That is a super perfect game.
So, but I don't think they can do that because they have a Swain bot, and I don't think Swain can take the plates too well. So I think we can only go for the half super perfect game.
What, where you
You
get
take
all Rift-
you take everything except for the
other
plates.
the plates, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to keep a track on that, and we are, of course, going to be hard flaming the La Mafia member that does ruin the perfect game. Ozonox going to dodge the slow, the Vision of Empire, still going to give Don Simeone the stack, but the slow not going to be applied. Thank you to the Spell Shield for that. But, yeah, looking a bit rough for La Mafia. Hake's going for another trade in the top side. Not La Mafia, sorry. Recipe for Disaster is looking rough for. La Mafia are laughing all the way to the bank right now.
I just want to say Urgot's full build right now with his Bramble Best.
He has his essential oils. He has his plated steel caps. He is very much
Like
empty.
that trade from Hakes, I was like, oh, this is Fiora. Fiora can win this trade. Oh wait, no, she autoed him.
Yeah, Fiora going to be struggling for a while. Still with a CS lead in that matchup though, being 0-2, and still having a
Yeah,
CS
but
lead.
if you're
Not
0-2 and that's happening there, it doesn't really matter, does it?
But it's something. And right now, if you are on Recipe for Disaster, you have to celebrate the small victories.
That hook.
Yeah.
That hook should have hit in my opinion, but he almost predicted the E.
The gold lead slowly growing as well.
Noxian probably looking for a gank here in top.
Could be vulnerable for Don Cunningham. But like Eris said, he is full build. So can these two physical damage auto attackers do
Hakes.
anything to an Urgot with
Oh,
steel attack?
Hakes.
Don Cunningham might just find the kill here. Does have the harpoon.
He was below execution range as well.
Yeah, might look to go spearfishing.
No, he's recall. Don Cunningham's not gonna waste it. But that's like Nocturne's just like hovering behind to like try fight back. But if they go for that, Don Cunningham turns that around because of the low health on the Fiora.
If they go for that, Don Cunningham probably gets a double kill.
Yeah, at minimum he goes 1-for-1.
Yeah. But with the Nocturne only being level 6 and the Urgot being level 8.
Oh!
D2 Fortic and Don Kosu trading. The root is going to land as we see more fighting in the bot lane. D2 Fortic actually winning this trade. Aurelia roll is going to come down, and now the stuns coming through. D2 Fortic dashing away. Execute threshold is there for the Urgot, obviously in the mid lane, not going to be accessible. Caruana joins the fight,
Nice.
and it's just going to be a disengage.
I like that from Aurelia. The gaming there where she just heals her entire health bar.
Yeah.
Just queuing.
Very, very gaming, very gaming. Has the Vampiric Scepter as well, which further exacerbates that healing.
But I mean, the CS lead in mid, just like in general, like really, the fact that D40 can kind of almost win that as well and he still had ignite as well. If he ignited, I think he wins. Like he kills.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, it's kind of showing that LeBlanc is a bit of a better champion in this matchup right now. But so it gives credit to Don Costa and how he's playing the game.
Yeah, Donkosu definitely playing very well in this matchup against the arguably stronger LeBlanc. But elsewhere on the map, there's not really a lot to talk about for R4D. They are suffering.
I mean, they're trying. So what I was saying earlier was like they don't want to be ahead. Don't want to be behind early. But you said
Don Cunningham going
he's
for another
going.
fight. The Grand Challenge has been issued, and Hakes is going to get all 4 of the vitals, so the healing is now going to come through. Don Cunningham stunned up, might look to fall here, and Hakes is going to find the shutdown onto the Urgot. So the perfect game is over. We can stop talking about that now, Eris.
The full build got going down.
Yeah, the full build Urgot losing the fight. Really nicely played from Hakes.
Yeah,
Starting up the dragon as well on the bot side here.
in that fight, Hakes used his riposte to dodge the ult.
Yeah,
I
really
do
nice.
believe. Because I wondered where his ult went, but I saw his ult go off cooldown, but I didn't see it zoom off into space.
Yeah, nicely played to get
Very
the
nice.
stun.
Very nice. He played it very well.
But pushed off the dragon. Flash forward here from Don Gomez. The depth charge thrown down onto Winters. The hook's going to connect. Don Caruana jumps forward. Ozanox, though, looking for a re-engage here. 2 versus 3.
I don't think
Culling's going to be thrown down as well. Vision of Empire finds the kill.
Triple?
Caruana. Triple kill.
Nope.
For La Mafia. 1 going over to Don Simeone. 2 over to Don Caruana. And Rift Herald's going to be thrown down here, you would imagine, in the bot lane.
Yeah, so Hakes finally turns his matchup top lane, but his bot lane decide, you know what? I like being hooked. I like fighting. And then Oz just says, my people need me.
Yeah, I can't say I'm that sure about the Nocturne ultimate there, the paranoia. Yeah, definitely an interesting decision. I don't know. Obviously, we don't know what the comms are like.
But you have to understand that you are behind. Like, with that 3v2 Eva, it's Xin Zhao. He's still just gonna destroy you. That's Don Kosu.
Yeah,
oh, here we go. Oh,
throws down the Vanguard's edge, and D2 Fortic cannot get himself far enough away. The slows coming through from that Aurelia. Very powerful to get away.
Something we should talk about
Hakes
here also.
has a level advantage going in for the trade, and Don Cunningham is winning out on this one. The Grand Challenge thrown down though, and the fear comes through. Another kill for the Fiora. So
yeah, this is what R4D should start doing now. I think, like, as I was trying to say earlier about like them being even or ahead. As okay, they're just gonna disengage. Like if they're behind, they have to turn the game speed down. They have to allow Hakes to try finding windows to win.
Yep.
And he's starting to find that.
Here looking for Hakes.
He's behind in 2 levels
Can he outplay this? Yeah.
Oh yeah, he can.
Come through.
Yeah, he can.
Hakes throws down the riposte, but doesn't dodge the knock up with the riposte. And yeah, Don Caruana, sorry. God, the names are so. The 3 of them start with C. It's so similar, honestly. Gonna find the kill, but yeah, Hakes is the opportunity here for R4D to get back into this game. D2 Fortic dodging out on the stun, but Don Kosu, 1 auto attack. Look at the damage. That's 2 autos from the Aurelia over to the LeBlanc, and that's nearly a quarter of the LeBlanc's HP. Zhonya's Hourglass is required this game, I would imagine.
But yeah, what do you guys think about this crit build that Xinsa is going for?
I mean, he's ahead.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I can really say. Cool. If he's ahead and he can keep trying to find his place in the find his lead or push his lead, it's fine. Like I know what there's a saying of like, if you're ahead, build defensively so you don't lose. Well, he's going crit, but he's also going shield bow, so he's going defensive. So he's doing both at the same time. Thanks, Riot Games. But I think the shield bow here is completely fine. Just in the way of like, he's gonna be your front line. So if he can stay alive for just a bit longer, it saves his team a lot longer.
What do you mean a bit longer? You get 800 health on the shield. Flash from the Nami just to get away to safety. Make sure she doesn't fall over. But what do you mean a bit longer with shield bow, bro? That's an 800 HP shield in the late game. Oh, gonna come down onto Don Kosu here though. Ozanox and D2Fortic looking to shut down this Aurelia, and they're
One
gonna
for
find a
one!
1-for-1.
Oh no, killing him! No!
Oh, unlucky. Don Caruana's tanking the tower. Hakes might look to turn this around. The Grand Challenge thrown down. And can Hakes proc the vitals? No, not quite. Mid lane turret is going to fall. No. What health is that tower on?
41.
41. Nice. Okay, so a strong gust of wind would knock that mid lane tower over. But it is also an 8,000 gold lead for La Mafia. This game is quickly turning into an absolute stomp.
Yeah, this game is very much there's periods of just like low states, and then something just quickly happens, and we have 2 fights all across the map.
Yeah, we have like a 45-second lull state, and then 30 seconds of action, and then a 45-second lull state.
Like D2Fortic was out of that fight, the bot lane, and I think they could have turned it, but he went back in and decided, oh, I'm gonna cast my R, which will be my W, and I'll just go turbo melee range of Aurelia, and now she just kills me.
Yeah, going turbo melee range of an Aurelia, never an advisable thing to do. 4 turrets to 0 already at 16 minutes here for La Mafia. It's going to be a 3rd Drake as well. Cloud Rift is the one for this game. It's going to be Cloud Dragon Soul on the table in 5 minutes time for La Mafia, unless D2Fortic can pull something out, but no. Vision of Empire is going to spot out the LeBlanc, but she should just be able to distortion her way to safety.
And the pain for R4D is that they have one of their mythic items and nothing else. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it's looking a bit rocky. D2Fortic, he's caught out in the alcove. He's trying to game, and yeah, it's not looking good for him. He's going to fall, and that just piles more misery onto the pile for the R4D members. Yeah, I'm kind of really running out of things to say about this game, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, it's kind of over.
Yeah, I don't want to say, oh, yeah, the game's just over, because that's really boring. And maybe there is some kind of a way, but Winters gets hooked. She's gonna get cut.
I don't think there is a way.
La Mafia ascending the fish to sleep with the fishes tonight.
Oh,
yeah, Nami
Yuna?
getting sushi. Yuna missing the culling onto Don Simeone. The hook connects. Caruana going to pick one up. Ozanox ulting in with that paranoia. D2Fortic barely escaping, but no, Don Simeone flashing forward with that demonic ascension. It's going to be a clean ace under the inhib tower. Double kill for Don Simeone. And it's going to at least be an inhibitor here, if not just the game itself.
I think that's game. 18-minute game from La Mafia.
Yeah, I don't know if R4D will be able to defend this. They have the respawn timers. 4 seconds on Yuna, 10 seconds on D2Fortic. But I don't think it's going to be enough. 1 Nexus turret falls. Nexus turret 2 under fire is going to be dropping very, very shortly. And yeah, they're going forward. They're going for the jugular. Winters almost gets blown up. And here we see the fight for the Nexus. No one on La Mafia focusing the Nexus, but that's because they know they're going to be able to find the kills. They find 1, find 2. Hakes, Oz, and Winters left. But it's the Nexus that is now the target. Hakes goes forward, trying to find 1. No Grand Challenge thrown down, and it definitely will not be won today. La Mafia take the game over Recipe for Disaster.